Hello guys, happy Foodie Friday. I'm gonna get on here real quick and make two things. I'm gonna make my chicken taquitos first because they're actually for my son and he's like, I'm starving. So I'm like, okay fine, I'll make yours first. What you need is some corn tortillas. They have to be heated up. If they're not heated up, you can't really roll them. They'll get crumbly and you're just gonna get pissed off, really. That's what's gonna happen. At least that's what happens to me. So all you need is cooked chicken. Honestly, I used to do rotisserie chicken for this. I would get one because it's already cooked. I'd add oregano to it because that's the secret ingredient. And then shred it up, put this in there with the cheese, and it would be good to go. But rotisserie chicken in Alaska is like $8 or something stupid, so I don't buy rotisserie chicken, I just make my own. This is actually leftover chicken from last night. So all I do is put, well, it depends on how much chicken you have. So just maybe half a teaspoon for what's in here. I don't know if you can see that. And moving this hot griddle. And then I add cheese to there. And again, like, I don't know how much cheese to tell you to add because everyone's gonna have their own portion sizes. So just eyeball the cheese, like how much cheese you like. Some people like a lot of cheese, some people like a little bit of cheese. So added that cheese. And I just mixed it around there and it just looks like this. And actually I'm gonna add a little bit more oregano because seriously guys, this is really good. Okay. So then all I do is get my tortilla. Let me move this thing for a minute. Get my tortilla, and I did heat these up. It's actually been sitting a while. I might have to do it again. And I just take a scoop and put it in there, and I roll it up. If you're not that good at this, you, I'd like to say back in the day, but it wasn't even that long ago, I would toothpick each one. I don't do that anymore. So then I take cooking spray, make sure my griddle is hot, and I would just put, I would just put this right on there, making sure that the seam is down. So you want to put it on the seam first so that will help it stay closed better. So then I just do that until I have all my meat used. And we eat these with some salsa. We eat it with sour cream, with we've done nacho cheese, we've done a lot of things. So then I'll just put those on there. And I don't know how picky your kids get, but I don't see a kid not liking this. If they like chicken and they like tortillas, the cheese just kind of melts in there. They probably don't even know, they would probably not even know it's there if they didn't like cheese. You can even add like onions to it. My kids would hate me if I did that. So I don't do that. So I just keep rolling these until all of this is done. Just a super quick recipe. you can eat for dinner, lunch, whenever, snack time. I've made up a whole chicken once, and it makes a lot, and so I froze them, and they freeze pretty well too. My son's already over here trying to like get them. You can use flour tortillas, probably, or I know you can, if you like those better, and it would be the same thing. They do roll a little better, little better. So there, that tiny little leftover chicken made me 6 of these. So after, let's put that back in there. So after you have them on your pan or your griddle, let me throw this over here. Then I spray the tops of them just a little bit. Or this thing's not being nice. So then I spray the tops of them and cook that up. It's gonna take a little bit because I turned my heat way down, because the next thing I want to show you is protein pancakes. I know a lot of you right now have been asking like how to get more protein in, and you're still struggling with your protein, and that's okay. It's sometimes when you start doing like trying to hit a specific number, it's a little overwhelming, where sometimes we overthink things too, and just eat the foods you love, see where you can adjust things, and then from there find ways to add more protein in. I do not drink protein shakes. I would rather eat protein in volume, and so I do cook with protein occasionally. I've had this one. Hi, Ruby. I've had this one a long time, like maybe a year or more. I feel like it's been a year, but it could be more than that. And this is just a quick protein pancake recipe that I make not very often, but I used to make these all the time. So I'm going to show you that. So all you need is a scoop of protein. You need an egg. And you need some flour. I do not use gonna need you to get some new stuff. What do you mean some new stuff? Oh, some new recipes maybe? Okay. I do not use white flour, wheat flour, all that. I can't. So I have almond flour here. You need 3 tablespoons of flour. I'm sure if you use regular flour, it would taste just the same. I actually really like almonds, and almond flour tastes like almonds, and it's good. Come on. So 3 tablespoons of flour. Then you need a teaspoon of baking powder. Make sure that you use baking powder and not baking soda. Baking powder is more acidic, and you will not like what you're eating. It will taste disgusting. I did that once on accident, and I will never do it again. So you need a teaspoon of that. And that's it, except for your milk. I drink almond milk. So you need about a third a cup of almond milk. I normally add the milk last though, because depending on how much flour I put in, if it was a little bit more than last time or my scoop was bigger, sometimes a third a cup is too much. So I add it last. And I'm good at eyeballing things, so I did have it for a year. I'm so bad. I use it for my kids' shakes. They have protein shakes more than me. Okay. So just mixing this around. If you didn't want to add a whole egg, you can add just an egg white too. Maybe a couple. So just mix it around. It's getting stuck in here. I thought I saw you at the gym this morning, Ruby, but I don't think it was you. Thought it was maybe on your lunch break or something. Alright, so you mix that around, and you want to make sure you cook it on low heat. Do not forget about these. See this? Well, you can't really tell. It doesn't look dark, but it's hard. It's getting crispy. It's working. Maybe I should turn it up a little though. We'll see what happens when we add these to higher heat, these pancakes. Oh, that sounds yummy. Yeah, you should try these. These are good. All right. I feel like I might have already added too much milk. So, this is what you do. Get more protein. And then it's just like making pancakes on low heat, because they will get, they're not going to look big and fluffy and, I was going to say delicious like other pancakes, but they are delicious. They just don't look like, okay, we'll use this one. So then you want to spray your surface so it's not sticky, or so it doesn't stick. And then you just put your batter on there. My heat is higher than I would like it right now because I want these taquitos to get crunchy. So we'll just see what happens. It's like a science experiment. I'll show you. Let me see if I can flip this camera. Here's what it's doing. Here's my taquitos. I could probably flip them. They're not getting very cooked. And all this is doing is making them crunchy. Alright, so my pancake is rising, you see it? Okay, let me get a spatula. So, do you see how thin this is? This is how most protein pancakes are going to be when you make them. Unless you make them with more flour than protein. I'll show you what it's looking like now. You hear my dogs. They're getting a little chubby. So when I eat these, I top them with, hello, what are you doing? I top them with peanut butter and whipped cream and normally frozen berries. And then I eat them. And they're delicious. So try that recipe and let me know what you think. Hopefully you guys have an awesome Friday, and I will see you soon.